Hello and good evening. I'm Cheryl D'Souza and you're watching Goa 365. Our headlines for the day. Vera Anti-Casino Front holds dharna against casinos. Central government to introduce new tax mechanism, says Chairman of the Finance Commission. BJP MLAs visit areas damaged by tuskers. Ex-NCC cadets felicitated. Those were our headlines. Now for the news in detail. The Vera Anti-Casino Front, with the support of various NGOs, held a dharna to protest against the casino operation at Vera. Their stand is that the casinos would affect the livelihood of the local fishing community and tempt the youth to gamble. The Vera citizens were of the opinion that casinos would give rise to social evils such as prostitution, drunkenness, fights and squabbles, increase in street violence, drug trafficking, etc.
One was there wouldn't be any job creation. Second was the narrow roads, and so there would be extra traffic jams. The third reason was about the fisher folk community. That would affect them a lot, because once the casino boat starts the engine, that creates a big hole, and accordingly the shells, the generation of shells, it gets destroyed, and they will capture the area, and that's the reason this traditional fisher folk community won't be able to put the nets in that area full from Betim to Vere.
Meanwhile, another casino by the name of High Street had already acquired land at Vere. Organizer Advocate Jatin Naik accused the Reshma Ghosh Panchayat for supporting casinos against the people's wishes.
All the people of Vere are opposing the casinos. Only the Panchayat, the Reshma Ghosh village Panchayat, some of their ruling members are supporting the casinos because they have taken the bribes. And one of our members, who is also the husband of the Sarpanch, he is doing all the contracts, he is doing all the works for the casinos. So there is sure 100% underground dealing in this, and it has been learned by our people that 3 crores has already been paid to these people.
Several people from Vere and the surrounding areas gathered together to oppose the casinos.
अख्खे गोंयच्या लोकांक की आमकां वेऱ्यान काजिनो नाका, काजिनो येयत जाल्यार आमची भुरगीं पिड्ड्यार जातली, आमकां आमच्या भुरग्यांक आनी फुडार उरोंक ना, आमच्या भुरग्यांचो फुडार कोबास जातलो. ताका लागून हांव सांगूंक सोदतां की आमच्या वेऱ्यान काजिनो नाका, आनी नाकाच म्हणल्यार नाका की आमी कशेय भाशेन आमी बंद करतली.
The chairman of the 13th Finance Commission, Dr. Vijay Khelkar, informed that the President of India has given them an additional task to formulate a new taxation mechanism under which the country could turn into a common market.
We are going to introduce the new taxation for goods and services tax, GST. So they have asked us to look at, as you know, goods and services tax will completely revolutionize Indian tax system. It will first try to make India as a common market, where the goods can flow without internal taxation, completely free, and will become everybody. I mean, in Goa, Andhra can set up a factory to supply the rest of India without any tax burden, because we are moving towards GST, which is the consumption tax, not production tax. All our taxes today are production tax.
Addressing the general session of the 100th General Meeting of the Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Dr. Khelkar disclosed the main task of the Finance Commission.
The main task of this institution is 3. First is allocation of taxes between central and the state altogether. Second is allocation of this share among the different states. And third, which came after the 74th and 73rd Amendment of the Constitution, third mandate is what additional measures we can propose to support third tier of our government, namely Panchayat Raj institutions and local bodies.
He also advised the government to take immediate steps to protect the Goan coastline so as to avoid future problems on the coastal belt.
So there is a real possibility that 4 to 5% of Goa's coastal and low-lying land may be submerged when sea levels rise as a consequence of climate change. This would result also in deteriorating quality of drinking water in coastal and hilly rural areas, and a phenomenal rise and return of malaria that radiates.
The Chief Minister Digambar Kamath said that the state is on a crossroads in the view of opposition to industrialization and urged Goans to take a decision to proceed further.
I said now a time is come. We are practically at the crossroads, as I said, where we do not know where we want to hit. When some person reaches at the crossroads, he thinks, looks, and then takes a decision. What is his ultimate aim? I think all of us are at this crossroad today where we have to take a decision as where we want to go.
Reacting to the opposition for the mega housing projects, Mr. Kamath said that he had directed the task force to come up with some mechanism so as to help development and at the same time retain the identity of the villages.
That is why I have requested the task force with Edgar and Charles Kuraya who are working on the draft regional plan. I have told them that think of a mechanism by which we will have development. At the same time, we try to retain the character of the village so that villagers do not feel that their rights are being encroached.
He appealed to the chamber to work hand in hand with the government to bring genuine industries into Goa.
And that is why I would request the chamber to work hand in hand with the government. Let us build a confidence amongst the investors that whatever has happened is the past. Let us begin a new chapter. Let us go to the investors, tell them that yes, Goa is still a destination for investment. Good investment, non-polluting investment, and investment which will generate jobs for the Goans.
The GCCI President, Mr. Nitin Kunkolikar, said that the government's decision of granting 15 SEZs had set a wrong impression to the people of the state and advocated 3 SEZs in the state.
Unfortunately, we ended up in approving so many SEZs which has triggered this particular issue, and I fully support the sentiments of the CM. When he says a lot of time is shared the same with us. If it would have been 2 to 3, probably it would have gone very well. The massive approvals of almost 15 and all have created problems. I'm sure the chamber has a very constant view on this matter. 2 to 3 SEZs yes, are needed for the state, especially in the IT and biotech sectors, which are having lowest investments or lowest stress on the infrastructure and can have highest multiplier effect. But unfortunately now things have gone beyond control and the word SEZ itself has become a problem in the state.
He also urged the government to strongly back legal mega housing projects in the state.
I think wherever the projects are legal, the government should come out very boldly and support the cause of the investors and support the trade.
We'll spill into a commercial break. Stay with us.